outside. Vroom, 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 vroom.
1, 2, 3.
What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is LaBelle, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. And we're starting to roll on with the FIFA 20 content, at least the previews. And we're looking at some of the new icons that have been announced from EA. So this is official, it's a done deal. I want to talk about what I think their ratings are gonna be, and I'd like you to let me know what icons you want to see, because we haven't seen everything that's gonna be announced in FIFA 20. I'm gonna help you out. I'll give you a few names. Hugo Sanchez, Cafu, Kaká. We always talk about David Beckham, but does he have a deal with Pro Evolution Soccer? Is there something on the books? Is it actually feasible? Is it possible that we see him in a FIFA installment sooner versus later? Maybe. You guys can let me know who needs to be included. I'm talking about ASAP. But we do have quite a few names that I am excited about. So let's talk about where I think they're gonna be rated. And I'm only gonna look at whatever their top variation or iteration is gonna be. So we're looking at the prime. Shall we get started? I had nodded for me getting started. That's right. Let's get started with the best hair in football. I wouldn't mind making that video. Top 5 best hairstyles in football. I don't know how it comes together. I don't know what that looks like yet. Pirlo, gotta be there for the hair. And of course his footballing ability, that's what makes him Pirlo-esque. I do wonder, and I do question, how good can Pirlo actually be in a FIFA installment, because FIFA doesn't cater towards what makes him special, the vision, the passing, and we don't see players quite like Pirlo as common in the new era, where you almost have these central midfielders or even wingers that will kind of sit back and ping the ball. Whether they need to switch the pitch or looking to get in behind, they have the precise passing. Should give Pirlo a 99 passing. Something through the roof. I would compare Pirlo, and not necessarily his play style, but just being a midfielder that's looking for some of these precise runs and timing and the over-the-top balls, similar to a Beckham. I think in FIFA, if we're going to compare him to a foot item that's already out there, maybe you get a Paul Scholes, because he's not going to have the skill moves. Might have the weak foot, could have a 4-star weak foot. He wasn't necessarily known for his left, but it definitely wasn't a detriment. It wasn't a liability. Scored a lot of free kicks throughout his time too. Are we getting the 2006 World Cup winner Pirlo? I'm happy about the announcement, but in terms of what you're actually going to receive in FIFA value, that's a question we'd all like to have answered, because you know they're not going to give him the pace, and you also know EA's not going to give him the physical stats either. Maybe I have the stamina, maybe not. Who knows for certain what they're gonna throw on the prime card. I'm going with a 92 overall, but the majority of those statistics are gonna be with his passing. I think he'll have above average shooting. He'd be the best delivery man you could ever ask for. Just think if this was UPS Pirlo. It was always on time, never showing up late, reliable. But I do know his pace can't be high. Maybe you get it to a 70. No, they're gonna screw him there. Not gonna have the pace. Definitely not going to be someone who's got the strength either, or the hold-up play, and I can't see us having those skill moves. However, there's always a chance. Michael Ballack did get 4-star skill moves. I don't know how that happened. Dutch defenders. We've got Ronald Koeman. One of the best goal-scoring defenders we've seen, especially if you're looking at set pieces, free kicks, penalty kicks. From the spot, ultimate level of confidence. And the question I've got to issue, all of you lovely viewers at home, where does he fit in terms of playing time or starting 11 between all of the icons? Would you prefer him over having Maldini or Rio Ferdinand, perhaps Laurent Blanc, Desailly? Partner him up with Rijkaard, bring it back. You're gonna reminisce? But that's my only question. Where does he fit in between the standard gold foot items, the informs that are gonna be coming, the special foot items that drop, and then of course the icons? I think he's gonna be a 91 overall, which looks good. I'm wondering if you can get away with using him as a holding mid. So you could start him as a center back, maybe even a 3 at the back, and then push him into a midfield role, and he'd be on full chemistry, of course. Is that a possibility? I don't know what they're going to give him for sure on statistics, but I'm saying 91 overall. If you're an Arsenal supporter, you're happy about the inclusion of Ian Wright. Have to be. You can finish everything. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. If this year's installment includes heavy chip life, then he's gonna be eating all the time. The amount of chip highlights Wright has throughout his career from very obscure angles difficult places to finish. He always had that eye for goal. Gotta give the man a lot of credit. My question, not just with rating, but what are his skill moves? What's his weak foot gonna look like? Don't get mad at me for this. I just have a feeling that EA is gonna give him a 4-star weak foot, so the same as Henry, but I think they're gonna give him 3-star skills. And that changes the game a little bit when you're only 5'9" and you're not going to have that true center forward package. He's not giving you that aerial threat, or I don't think he will be giving you that aerial threat. It does depend how crossing works in next year's game, because we have seen installments where the early cross is on, and if that becomes a factor, you don't necessarily need a bunch of size. You just have to be open and making that run. So your attacking positioning comes more into play. I've got Wright with a 90 overall. Okay? You guys let me know in the comments on these ratings. Don't just leave me hanging and say I disagree or I agree. Tell me where you've got all these new icons and their prime versions on the charts. Who goes where? What rating goes here? What rating goes there? I'm just a man in front of the camera giving you my opinion, what I think EA is gonna do. I don't have insider trading here. I don't have insider scoop. You guys like to believe that because I'm at a lot of these EA events, but that doesn't mean they're sharing a bunch of information with me. Dare I say, Zlatan wouldn't be happy about that, dare to Drogba, but I was going to start with, this might be my most exciting icon that we're gonna see on display in FIFA 20. I've been talking about Didier Drogba for a couple years now. I'm not a Chelsea supporter, but boy, did he make it easy to watch Chelsea. Big game player, physical, true center forward, had the power, both feet, free kicks in the air, layoffs, create something out of nothing, just dominant. One of the greatest Premier League strikers of all time, in my opinion. When we're analyzing Drogba, or discussing Drogba, and I hate stressing this and the importance that I believe it's going to have in terms of his usability. Does he get 3-star skill moves or 4-star skill moves? I think you have a 4-star weak foot, but depending on the skill move packages, what's introduced, what's overpowered, you might need to have that 4-piece in order to be at the ultimate level or the usable level of creativity. And also, the gameplay speed is relevant. Is it a slower game? Is it a quicker game? What's effective? Do you need 2 strikers? Is it more beneficial to have a singular striker? Layoffs, wall passes, strength. Many factors come into play. I've got Drogba at a 92. And I know that he's going to be naughty. I'm definitely going to pick him up. Hopefully his usability is up here. It's up here. And last but not least, and surely he's going to be the best out of all these icons, at least if you are a betting man, we have Zidane. One of my favorite players of all time. Graceful on the pitch. Big guy too. I'm here in before the 99 heading accuracy jokes that are coming in the comments or via social media. We all saw that moment in the World Cup. We're aware. Cool, we got that out of the way. Zidane though has the size, should have the ability to really control a midfield and disrupt the midfield and win those 50-50s. Whether you need a presence in the air, whether you need someone with quick footwork, skill moves, both feet shouldn't be an issue, volleys. He's got to be the complete package. But with that being said, I don't think he's going to be as high rated as Pele, Maradona, R9. I don't believe that EA is going to give him that. Maybe a Johan Cruyff, Eusebio area, obviously playing as more of an attacking midfielder, and those guys were used at the competitive level. The keys to his success in FIFA, and I hate speaking like that, will come down to how much pace are they giving him, what's his agility like, his balance. You can't have a clunky midfielder, especially not on the attacking end if you're trying to play him as a true number 10, but he's going to be magical. It's going to be that maestro. And because of his size, and he should have solid strength and physical numbers, for sure you could play him as a center mid as well. I don't know if you'd be able to get away with him being a holding mid, not when you're looking at having the Vieiras and the Ruud Hullets. You just feel those stats are guaranteed to translate in a positive manner. Doesn't matter the year. But with all that being said, I believe Zidane's going to be a special introduction to FIFA 20. They got to make him overpowered. You put him on the cover. He's got to be a killer. And he's going to be a 94 overall. I say that with a lot of confidence that I don't really have, but that's where I think he's gonna end up. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop some love. It's free to subscribe. I'm happy to have you. Expect a lot of content in FIFA 20 going back to back to back. We've talked about it many times via live streams, via YouTube videos, but in FIFA 19, partially due to the gameplay being up and down as well, I was traveling so much, so I wasn't ready for the additional bandwidth or time needed to put out the content in terms of finding people to help with some editing, concepts, ideas, and just turning around content. I'm so used to being able to sit here and grind the game and then be able to grind the edit that I didn't realize how much additional time I was actually going to need once you add in some of the traveling, some of the event work. But I'm super thankful for all of you guys for constantly tuning in, for your feedback. I try to work my tail off to make good content for all of you, and I have a lot more coming out ASAP. I'm looking forward to the comments on this video. Let's talk about it.